Hello everyone and good afternoon. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to another episode of Quick and Easy Cooking with Mimi, that's me, and featuring the world's best super kitchen machine, the Thermomix, which I will show you shortly. Today we're going to be cooking something extra special. I'm going to be teaching you how to prepare steaks for sous-vide cooking. Now, sous-vide is a French term which literally means under empty. Sous is under and vide is empty, which is basically just a description of how we are cooking the meat, which is we are cooking the meat under vacuum. So basically we will be putting the meat inside ziplock bags and we will be cooking it without air, and it will be surrounded by warm water for an extended period of time. It will be gently bathed by swirling warm water, and through this slow and gentle process of cooking, it will retain all of the juices and the yumminess of the meat while softening the meat extra gently. So even if you're not using a choice cut of steak, you will still get something so tender and you'll feel like you bought it from a restaurant. So after you do the sous vide, then you will sear it later on, but that's a step that I'm not going to show today. I'm just going to show you how to prepare your steaks for the sous vide, how to put it into the bag, and then how to put it inside your Thermomix using two methods, one using the simmering basket and the other one using the blade cover. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to switch the camera now. So for this dish, we need obviously some steak cuts. Hang on. So I've got some steak cuts here which I've seasoned with very simply salt and pepper, and I'm going to put some bay leaves on them. And then we will need Ziploc bags. Ziploc bags, of course you can also get sous vide bags, but what's important is you look for something that is BPA free and can be microwaved. So this one, it says somewhere that it can be microwaved, so that's a good sign. So you look out for that sign. Your Ziploc bag must be BPA free and microwavable. That means it can withstand a certain temperature. Okay, and then after this, we're going to need a bowl of water because we need it to empty the air out of the bag. That's when we create the vacuum. And then you either have your simmering basket, if TM5 you don't have the lid, so it will look something like this, or you can have the all-new blade cover, which will allow you to cook more cuts of meat in one go. Okay, and obviously you will need your Thermomix TM6, which comes with a sous vide function. It automates everything for you and makes it super easy for you, making it possible for you to enjoy restaurant-style meals in the comfort of your home. So we open up the bag and we're going to put in one slice into each bag. So I'm going to prepare 4 separate bags before my hands get dirty. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4 bags. I'll set these aside, and then I'm just going to take this seasoned cut of meat inside, and this is where our bowl of water will come in handy. Wait, I'm just going to do everything first so that I can show you the vacuum part in one go. Okay, so I'm going to put another slice in here. And I shall repeat the process with the 3rd and 4th cuts of meat. 3rd and 4th. Okay, it so happens that the entire family has been fasting 6 days in the month of Shawwal, which is the month after Ramadan. So it's like a second raya for us today. We're finishing our puasa nam today, so I thought, no, why not cook something special? We're going to have some steaks with mashed potatoes. Okay, so I'm going to set aside my plate and I wash my hands and I take my bowl here so that you can see better how I'm going to do the Ziploc thing. So what you do is you lock the bag like almost completely, and you leave just a small, like an inch or so it's still not locked completely, And then what you do is you're gonna submerge this in water like this. And as you submerge it in water, the pressure of the water will naturally make all the air go out of the bag. So we're letting all the air get out through this opening here. And then slowly I'm gonna zip this up. Okay, so now you have a nice vacuum packed piece of meat. Okay, obviously this looks a bit small. Well, my decision to make the steak was also last minute, and you know, it's MCO and all, and I'm just thankful to find some meat. In fact, I wanted to buy meat to make rendang, but there wasn't any, so steak it is. So I did the same thing, and I like this one that it's got the double ziplock here. And we do the exact same thing. We submerge it, and as we submerge it slowly, we're letting the air go out through this small portion here where we did not seal the bag completely. And then slowly, there we go. Very easy, right? So you don't need to stress over pressing it, you know, how to get all the air out. Maybe try to suck it out with a vacuum cleaner or something. Okay, so we do the exact same thing. You seal until you leave, with leaving about an inch long gap, 1 to 2 inches. Okay, and then you start to submerge the bag, and the water pressure will naturally press on the bag and let all the air out, and then you seal it. Ta-da! Super easy, right? Okay, and finally the last one, we do the same thing. Seal, except for this one portion here, and submerge. Now water, do your thing, and you can see the air here needs to go out. Okay, out, water out. No, I mean air. There we go. Et voila, c'est prêt. Super easy. Now don't get rid of the water just yet, because we can use it for the sous vide part. So let me get my TM6 here, and I've already set for today sous vide rare beef steak with béarnaise sauce. So I'm just gonna tap on it, and I'll start cooking. And it says here, oh, this specifically requires a blade cover. So I'm just going to show you the difference with or without the blade cover. See, if you don't have a blade cover, you will have to use your simmering basket. So this is your simmering basket here, and you will be limited by the size of your simmering basket. Usually you can only fit like 2 cuts of meat. If they're small, maybe 3, because what you need is some space for the water to circulate, because it's the low heat of the water that will cook your meat. So if you stuff your basket full of meat, there might not be enough water to circulate around the meat to cook it properly. So if you use a simmering basket, you'll be limited by the number of cuts that you can cook. Whereas if you have this blade cover, which is coming in July, pre-orders are closed, sorry, but you can pre-order for after July. It's 120 ringgit. You can also use it for slow cook function. This is specifically designed for slow cook and sous vide, and it's super simple to use. You just put it over the blade, and that's it. So you can use it with the TM6. With the TM6, it comes with a lot of recipes that will automatically set everything for you. You just put in the blade cover and it sets everything for you. And if you use it with TM5, the important thing to consider is that maximum temperature you should use it with is 100 degrees Celsius, and then you always have to reverse it, and maximum speed 1. So you can do speed spoon 0.5 or speed 1. So for this one, this particular recipe involves a blade cover. So I'm gonna tap on next. So it says I'm supposed to season the steaks, which I've already done. And then I already have it in Ziploc bags. And then I've already sealed the bags using the water immersion method. I put in the blade cover. I put in the bags with the steaks. In fact, I may have read the instruction wrongly. It says 2 steaks side by side in each of 2 Ziploc bags. So I'm going to do that again. So it says 2 steaks side by side. So I'm going to transfer my steak. We always follow instructions. Okay, so I'm putting it in here. And I'm going to do the same immersion technique as earlier. First, I'm going to combine these two. Okay. Just going to do the same thing here. And we do the same immersion technique. Zip, but not all the way. And then immerse in water. Let all the air out. And then you seal it. So it's beautiful. And then we do the same thing with this one. Seal. Water immersion method. Let the air out. Et voila. Then you put it in your Thermomix. See how beautifully they fit. Okay. And then all I need to do now is to put in about 1,400 grams of water, ensuring that the bags are completely covered with water. So I'm going to use the same water because it's clean and I only use it for immersing the bags. Oh, perfect. And always make sure that it doesn't exceed the max line, okay? So I've got it here, so it's covered in water. And now we remove the bags and set it aside because what we actually need to do is we need to preheat the water before we do the actual sous vide. So we're going to preheat it, and when it's done, we need to add as well lemon juice or ascorbic acid powder so that our blades will not oxidize. So about 1 lemon. And then after that we will cover it, and then we allow the water to be heated, this one for about 15 minutes to achieve 54 degrees Celsius. And when that's done, only then do we put in our meat, and it will take about an hour and a half to get the sous vide done. Okay, so I hope it's very clear. Have fun. You should test this feature of the TM6. It's so wonderful, and you should get yourself a blade cover as well. Okay, thank you so much. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something new today. Hang on, where am I? I'm holding the camera wrong. Okay, so I'll see you again next time for another episode of Quick and Easy Cooking with Mimi. Bye everyone. Selamat berbuka puasa for those who are fasting.